Ankrum will take it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Scott Ankrum.
So he was a equipment manager's nightmare as we look at Troy Aikman's stats for the night so far.
Two big surprises in camp have been Shannon on defense and Scott Ankrum on offense for Jimmy Johnson. First down at the 24. Sargent is hurt. Boy, you hate to see that. Really an awkward position that his leg came in that time. And he's had a tremendous camp. Hope he's not hurt seriously here.
I hope it's not as bad as it looked on the play, because the Cowboys cannot afford to lose.
Prize for Jimmy Johnson. He's had a marvelous preseason. 5'11", 215-pound, 3-year veteran out of Baylor. The only thing they were concerned about was his stamina, but even that has improved through camp.
It's going to be sore. He'll probably not see any more action tonight. The Cowboys probably won't want to take a chance. It's good to see that he's up and walking off. But
right. Aikman looks over the defense. As backside pressure releases it quickly to Folsom, and Folsom has a Cowboy first down.
First down, Dallas on the pass.
John Grimsley with the tackle, but there was backside pressure coming, and Aikman unloaded it quickly.
Yeah, Troy looked like he wanted to go downfield as we look at Sargent on the sideline. They're checking that one, Johnny Means.
Checking the knee and the ankle. Owen Sargent. Black straight ahead out to the 41-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be second down and 5. Rachel. Second down and 6. Clack breaks a tackle out to the 43-yard line. Stretches ahead to the 44. Jeff Donald.
He's got to be careful in this situation.
7 defensive backs. Here comes the blitz from the backside. The ball is stripped away by McDowell, and the Cowboys get it back. Bubba McDowell came on the safety blitz.
Well, Jerry Glanville might not have talked to his players, but he certainly talked to the defensive coordinator, because they're changing up their philosophies. They're bringing everybody on this blitz. You see Eaton coming up the middle and Bubba McDowell coming from the outside. Troy Aikman's looking at the middle at number 21 coming right at him, and then all of a sudden he feels pressure and gets hit by Bubba McDowell, and luckily the Cowboys recovered their own fumble.
Mike Saxon on the punt for Dallas. He had a 58-yarder last week. He's been averaging 45 yards per punt in camp. This is a wobbly kick. That'll be taken at the 28. Kenny Johnson back to the 35-yard line. Right at their own 36 after that 38-yard punt, 7-yard return. Lorenzo White carries it out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. On a hot night. Looking to the bottom of the screen, Harris to the top. And Lorenzo White is out close to a first down. He'll be about 2 yards shy. Eugene Lockhart blocks him up there.
Nice job by Lockhart.
Round picks and a free agent. Although Cobb will be back for the opener, they hope. He was scoped 3.5 weeks ago. And the Oilers aren't going to get the first. Ken Norton made the stop, and Lorenzo White couldn't get to the end of the chain.
Oilers brought in their double tight end offense in that short yardage situation, but Ken Norton gets extra. Watch Norton come in there and make the stop. Great job, the linebacker at the linebacker position by Ken Norton. Was on injury reserve most of last season for the Cowboys after being a second-round pick in 1988.
So it'll bring up fourth down and that much.
It tells me that Jerry Glanville does not want to lose to the Dallas Cowboys. He wants the bragging rights to continue to keep the bragging rights here in Texas.
Warren Moon straight ahead. And I think he got it. Harris to the bottom of the screen, Duncan to the top. White across midfield to the 42-yard line, or 47 rather. Kenny Norton made the stop there.
Our house of the Midwest. Well, we could beat Maryland.
Maryland lost today to NC State. White to the 44-yard line. White now 8 carries, 23.
Locker room at halftime. They're trying to move the football here in the third quarter.
White has the first down. There are flags. Again, it was Lockhart on the stop, and they're working the middle now. They're just trying to ground things out, establish the running game, which they have not to this point been able to do. Highsmith. Cowboys have it. Or do they? Houston gets it back. Boy, Ray Horton, I thought, had the ball, and the Oilers got it back.
Yeah, it was in his hands. A nice job by John Carter, who was just picked up on waivers by the Cowboys. Watch him come in here and reach and strip the ball. And Ray Horton had it right in his hands. It came right to him, but he just couldn't hold it. Plays.
Second down and 4. This is Pinkett to the 27-yard line, and another Oiler first down.
Roderick Sargent sees any more action tonight.
This drive has taken the Oilers 36 yards. Every play has been a run. Alan Pinkett to the 25-yard line. Billy Bates will get credit for the tackle. It'll bring up second down and 7. It looks like it's Jay Pennison that's hurt for the Oilers. 4-year veteran out of Nicholls State.
It's like what the Oilers are doing in the second half. As we look at Pennison, is just trying to take the ball right to the Cowboys and just run it at them and quit being fancy with that run-gun offense, red-gun offense.
5:45 remaining, third period. 20-7 Cowboys. Second down and 7 at the 25 for the Oilers. Flags fly everywhere. David Williams, the left tackle, may have jumped.
Defense number 73 came over, made contact. That's 5 yards, and it's second down.
It's Danny Noonan.
Yeah, the Cowboys have to get some concentration and watch that football, because these penalties are hurting them here. It looked like number 78 moved on the play. Don Maggs. But they said contact was made by Jeff Coate and number 73 there, Danny Noonan.
Second down and 2 for the Oilers. Moon, his first pass of this drive, has it complete inside the 5 to Curtis Duncan. And again, they were working on Everson Walls, a gain of 17.
A lot of time to run this route, because the Oilers give Warren Moon a lot of time to throw the ball. And of course, Everson Walls there to make the tackle, but not there to break up the pass. And Curtis Duncan gets the Oilers inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal from the 3. Alonzo Highsmith and Lorenzo White are the setbacks behind Moon. Left side. Touchdown, Lorenzo White. And it's good. So a rather methodical and effective 11 Cowboys. James Dixon just acquired this week. And he'll get an opportunity here to return it. He takes it at the 8. Spins his way out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the kick.
Offside on a kicking team. They're going to take the penalty, and it's 5 yards, and kick it over.
For the Cowboys. At the 19, Dixon looks for a block. And carries it out to the 37-yard line. So they made an extra 12 or 13 yards on the play. First down, Dallas at the 38. Aikman is hit immediately by Bubba McDowell.
I'm in, but boy, the Houston Oilers are pulling out all stops in the second half. They're coming after Troy Aikman with their defense, and offensively they're just taking.
That's dominating. The fourth Houston sack tonight. This offensive line allowed 35 sacks last year. Aikman, incomplete, intended for Clack. 7 defensive backs for the Oilers. Houston shows blitz, and here comes McDowell again. It's going to be a flag, and this pass is going to be nullified. It was complete to Kelvin Martin, but they're going to bring it back. Kevin Scott, I think, got behind Bubba McDowell and blocked him from behind.
Coming at you from the top of the picture, you see Bubba McDowell make his move. He comes in. This time Kevin Scott picks him up, but he holds him on the play. He just bulldogged him down to the ground, and Troy Aikman's trying to scramble out of there.
That's a 10-yard penalty, and it's third down.
He meant 35 on the play, Kevin Scott.
You just didn't want to say Junior Tuttle-Atassi.
We're happy right now, I'm sure, with the play of Bubba McDowell.
3rd and 28 for Dallas. Aikman in the shotgun. Again, McDowell comes. This time they pick him up. But again, a flag goes down. Kelvin Martin makes the reception at the 32. We'll wait to see what the flag is. I think it was another takedown by Kevin Scott.
Into the face. That's a 10-yard penalty, and it's third down.
And for
3rd and 30, 31?
38.
Wow. Need a Hail Mary here.
They've got to get all the way up near midfield for the first down. Herschel. If he gets to the outside, it's all the way back to the 34-yard line.
Boy, when it's 3rd and 38, give it to Herschel.
He got 25 of them back.
He got 25. A hole for Herschel Walker. And Herschel does his thing in the open field. He gets some good blocks downfield from the wide receivers. And Herschel got 25 of the 38. Nice job.
Mike Saxon with only his 2nd punt of the evening. His first one went 38 yards. Kenny Johnson is deep for the Oilers. Saxon gets off a high punt. Johnson will call for the fair catch at the 18, and his own man hit him. Looked like Billy Bell came down and cut him.
Yeah, the Oilers were lucky on that play.
In the 3rd period, it's first down, Oilers at the 17-yard line. Moon to White, and White may have lost a yard. Jack Del Rio, who was just acquired, made the tackle on that play.
Watch Del Rio, picked up from Kansas City. And what the Cowboys like about Del Rio is his aggressiveness. You see, he makes a nice play there, and they want him to be the starter because of his experience, and also because of the lack of experience by Ron Burton at the strong side linebacker position. So if Jack Del Rio, a proven veteran in the National Football League, if he can come on, learn the system, there's a good chance he might be the starting strong side linebacker on opening day against the New Orleans Saints.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 19. Moon with time to Duncan, incomplete. Good coverage by Ken Norton.
You're probably saying, what's Ken Norton doing on a wide receiver? But Cowboys were in the zone defense that time, and that time the wide receiver came into Norton's zone, and Norton makes him pay by breaking up the pass. Nice coverage by Kenny Norton Jr.
Double pumps. Baku has it at the 25, breaks a tackle, and goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Oiler offensive line. Warren Moon's getting the time he needs this half to throw the football because the Oilers were able to get their running game going. And there's a missed tackle by Ron Williams and another missed tackle by Ron Francis. Rob Williams and Ron Francis, both Baylor, ex-Baylor football players, missed on that play.
Moon on first down has another completion. This time it's to Rod Harris.
And in Texas high school football.
First down, Oilers at the 46. Highsmith into Dallas territory all the way to the 47-yard line. This is Alan Pinkett with a great cut back inside all the way to the 40-yard line. And that'll be a first down for Houston.
Well, the Cowboy defense has to toughen up.
Raiders and lost to Denver in overtime in the preseason thus far. This is Pinkett again on first down. In the third quarter, Houston had the ball 9 minutes and 14 seconds. Second down and 9 from Moon. Has time and has the completion. Duncan takes it down to the 31-yard line. Again, it was Ken Bates is out for the rest of the evening with a pulled groin muscle. Cowboys jump, contacts made, and flags fly again.
This roster of the Cowboys because they know there's a spot and they're getting a little overexcited.
Hamill actually left camp with the Washington Redskins on his own, and that's when Washington decided to trade him. First down from Moon, has it complete to Harris, and Harris is hit immediately. Again, it's Jack Del Rio, and he's active.
Yeah, Jack Del Rio's making his presence felt, and that's what you got to do in this situation. This is probably a one-time opportunity for Jack Del Rio to show, and Jimmy Johnson's got to like what he sees here on the coverage of Jack Del Rio making a play. A few plays earlier, he made a nice play on the run versus the run. So Jack Del Rio's making his presence felt. Jimmy Johnson has to like that.
Unders lead by 6. Dallas with the blitz. Moon picks it up and has the completion to Duncan. And he's close to another first down at the 15.
Body. And Duncan reads the blitz. The call was an out. And he salvages the play. Nice tackle by Ray Horton.
Moon gets it himself. First down, Houston. Houston has 10 first downs in this half. Lorenzo White has run out of bounds at the 14. Duncan goes wide to the left. Rod Harris goes.
I think we beat the Oilers in that preseason game.
But the bottom line is the fans are back.
They're back in Dallas.
Second down and 10 from the 14. Warren Moon throws it away. Almost looked like a broken play.
It's a type of play where the Oilers are trying to fool the Cowboys with a little misdirection play. Warren Moon faking one way and coming out the other way, but the Cowboys had it covered all the way. Good pressure there by number 62, Tony Colbert.
This is Pinkett, big hole, and he trips at the 10 and slides down to the 6.
Great tackle by the 10-yard line strike. Otherwise, Alan Pinkett's in the end zone. Nice block there by Bruce Matthews, number 74.
Well, had he not tripped, he would have had the first down anyway. It'll be 4th.
And he ought to be upset because he had 6 points.
9:15 remaining. Big 4th down play for the Oilers.
Warren is checking. He's checking.
On the option, Moon has the first down and a touchdown. And he does.
Draft choice.
So while Lockhart heads for the locker room, Zendejas tees it up with a 1-point lead. Anchorman Dixon will be deep for Dallas. 9:02 remaining. Dixon will take it a yard deep. Bounces off one tackle and takes it out to the 25-yard line. Great second effort by Dixon. And the Dallas offense will come on.
Nice balance. He takes a good lick there by number 53, Eugene Seals, and takes it upfield, gets about 5 or 6 extra yards before he's run out of bounds.
This should be an interesting drive for the Cowboys and Troy Aikman. 8:52 remaining in the ball game. First down at the 25.
A lot of time, Tim, left in this game. The Cowboys need to make something happen with their offense.
Play action. To Kelvin Bryant, or Kelvin Martin rather, and it's complete at the 34-yard line. Houston all night.
Well, this could be the break the Cowboys needed to get themselves going. It's a nice play by Kelvin Martin to make the catch, coming back on a low pass by Aikman, and then add some extra yardage there for the personal foul. Cowboys are moving pretty good right now. They got to get some points.
First down at the 49. Long count by Aikman. Gerald Flack, and he loses 2 yards. Great defensive pressure that time by Johnny Meads and Sean Jones.
Timmy, that's exactly why that play.
3-step drop. Aikman fires. Falls loose. Houston got it, I believe. No. They're going to call it incomplete.
That's a good call.
Michael Irvin.
Especially if you're a Cowboy fan.
Michael Irvin, I thought, had the ball.
Situation as a crowd's going to be around him because he's inside making that tough catch, and once he feels that ball, his
jersey. You see his numbers in the first half and the second half. Dallas 4 for 10 on third down conversions.
Excuse me, Tim. Second half, he's just not getting the opportunities. This is only second time they've been on the field in the second half.
3rd and 12. Aikman drills it first down. Irvin's got it at the 37.
That's how you make the inside catch. Nice pass by Troy Aikman to give Irvin the chance to make the catch.
Gain of 17, and that ball was drilled.
Watch Irvin come off the line of scrimmage. He's got that Steve Brown on him, number 24. Great job of shielding the defender with his body, putting himself between the ball and the defender. Nice catch by Michael Irvin. Those are the type of numbers we got to expect week in and week out from Michael Irvin.
Aikman gets it back. Broderick Sargent left. It'll be second down and 13 at the 39 for Aikman. Play action. He's going deep. Martin's open. To the 1. Great pass by Aikman.
Great job by Kelvin Martin also on the play. Troy Aikman's looking for Martin all the way. Martin took the inside release on Richard Johnson that time and makes another great catch. You see, watch Martin come inside. You see him on the inside of Johnson. A lot of times the defender, the cornerback on that play, will expect the receiver to go outside, but Martin took it inside.
His 5th catch of the night. And Aikman sees something he doesn't like and calls a timeout. Sports around the area.
Great night for professional sports in the Metroplex.
3 tight ends now in for Dallas. They officially mark it at the 2. Flack. He's close. No signal. Under 5 minutes to play. 2nd and goal. Syracuse is really coming on.
Yeah, nice blocking on the left side of the Cowboy offensive line, and Darryl Johnston is starting to turn into miss the touchdown for the Cowboys. That's the third touchdown from the rookie from Syracuse in the preseason.
Roger Rusick on to attempt the extra point. It's good. And Dallas leads by 6.
As Darryl Johnston runs into the end zone. Got his sleeves rolled up. Jimmy Johnson likes these close games. He's
not showing that much excitement. It's a high kick. Avery will take it at the 5. Watch Ken Tippins.
Avery brings it up, and Tippins comes in. A great hit by number 21, a wide receiver, James Dixon. And Tippins, number 97, falls on the football.
That's the third Houston turnover tonight. Dallas hadn't turned it over yet.
Nice hit on it. On number 42, Avery.
First down, Aikman going for it all. Irvin in the end zone, incomplete. Almost intercepted by Chris Dishman. Last year, they were minus 21 in that category during the regular season. Second down and 10. Clack hit at the line of scrimmage. William Fuller, who held out early in camp, made the tackle. Darryl Clack, 6 carries, 13 yards tonight. It'll bring up third down and 10 for Aikman.
Cowboys come in with their 3 wide receiver offense. The Oilers counter with 7 defensive backs. The Cowboys have 4 wide receivers in there, with Herschel Walker in the backfield.
Burbage and Scott to the bottom of the screen. Irvin and Martin to the top. Shotgun formation for Aikman. The give to Walker, and he may have lost a yard. And it's important. Sacks in the hole. No good, off to the left.
Ruzek arguing about something, but Saxon arguing about something, but it looked like Ruzek got the ball off.
That's called special edition. First down at the 20 for Warren Moon, who's 12 of 25. With plenty of time, has the ball knocked away on the corner by Robert Williams, incomplete. It was intended for a coup. It'll be second and 10.
Warren Moon looks like he's going to go all the way tonight for the Oilers. Gets some good protection. Waits a little too long. The coup couldn't bring it in, and Robert Williams is there to clean up on the play.
Moon with time. Has Harris wide open to the 44-yard line. Rod Harris, the rookie out of Texas A&M.
Cowboys need to do something. Create a turnover.
First down, Houston at the 44. Moon has his arm hit, incomplete. Great pressure came from Ed Jones and Dean Hamill.
It's getting pushed by Steinkühler, and he gets a hand on Warren Moon. Those long arms of the 6'9" Ed Too Tall Jones disrupts that football play.
Down in 10 at the 44. Highsmith into Dallas territory, goes out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Knocked out by Everson Wall. Aikman have gone all the way for their respective teams. Allen Pinkett, first down, much more. To the 31-yard line.
Rise to the occasion, make a big play for the Cowboys.
Pinkett is the lone setback. Duncan in motion. Moon drills it across the middle to Harris. He's down to the 12. A gain of 20. Long count by Moon. Throws underneath, and it's incomplete. Intended for Rod Harris. Down in 10 at the 12. Trouble. Now he breaks up the middle and is down to the 7-yard line. The pressure came from Jim Jeffcoat. Under a minute to play. Moon. Duncan. To the 2. And he's close to the first down, depending on the mark. Knocked out by Albritton. Goes to the first down.
Houston still going with 4 wide receivers. Watch the quarterback draw.
4th down. Touchdown, Houston. And it's good. Zendejas to kick it off. Ankrum and Dixon are deep for Dallas. It'll be Dixon. And he's bringing it out. Needed a block by Newton and didn't get it. Knocked out at the 30. And I'll guarantee you Newton will hear about defensive backs for the Oilers.
Cowboys need at least 30 yards in getting Roger Russek's field goal range.
Backside pressure. Aikman. Complete to Herschel Walker. He'll be a yard shy of the first. Clock continues to move. 35 seconds.
No, it might have been wise to use one of those timeouts there.
Under 30 seconds.
Giving up a lot of time.
Out of the shotgun. Aikman again goes to Herschel. And it's a first down. 16 seconds remain. And the clock is stopped.
You're going from a flashy wide receiver to
one of the big uglies from the trenches. Aikman. Going deep. Incomplete. It was intended for Kevin Scott, who came open for just a second. With 10 seconds left, Cowboys trailing by 1, and 2nd down and 10 from the 42. Aikman drills it across the middle to Alexander. He's down to the 40. The clock is stopped with 4 seconds left.
That's the play. They got to go over that middle there. A lot of times that prevent defense will give you the outside. Will give you the middle, trying to take away the outside. Nice catch by Ray Alexander, his first catch of the night.
A gain of 21 moves it down to just inside the 40. 4 seconds remain on the clock.
Ray Alexander's getting upfield. And he's getting ready to call timeout, and the Oilers are trying to stop him. Smack him in the face. Get off.
This one will be 55 yards. Mike Saxon, the holder, to win the game. It's long enough. The Magic's back in Dallas.
Roger Rusek redeems himself. 3 missed field goals. 55-yarder with 4 seconds. Cowboy football is back.
Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson.
I tell you, Tim, he didn't have much height on that football, but he had the distance, and I guess that's what counts.
I was worried about you.
I was ready to jump off the ledge.
I had to hold you down. Let's go downstairs. Here's Becky Dixon with Roger Rusick.
Roger, what was going through your mind on that 55-yarder?
Well, I was pulling a couple of the balls. The ones we missed before that, just a tendency to pull just a little bit, and I had Mike pull the ball inside a little bit. He was just stay poised and just knock it like you can, because we were hitting from there in warm-ups. We didn't miss, you know, just short ones you miss, they happen. Thank God for that one, though.
But obviously you weren't feeling the pressure.
Well, yes and no, because anything beyond 50 yards is, you know, is a good ball. And the ones that happen for 50%, you know, hallelujah.
All right, Roger. Thank you very much. Tim.
All right, Becky. We'll be back with the final word after this. The final score, Dallas 30, Houston 28.
I knew that.
Look for this coupon in your local paper for details. Some restrictions apply. TSO, affordable eyewear from a family of doctors.
It's not easy getting the great taste of pineapple grapefruit juice, unless you get Tropicana. Fortunately, we also make orange strawberry banana juice and orange pineapple juice. Tropicana. We've got a whole lot of reasons why you just can't pick a better juice. Now, isn't life simple?
4 years ago, when Acura was introduced, our competitors were a little worried. When we were ranked #1 in customer satisfaction, they said, anyone can win once. But that was just the beginning, because the second year we won again. And now, for the 3rd straight year, Acura has outranked every other automobile in America. So much for the beginner's luck theory.
New bacon cheeseburger tastes so fine when it's got 9 for $99. I ain't telling you no lies. Biggie drink and biggie fries. Chili chicken nuggets, garden salad to go when it's got 9 for $99. Large frosty baked potato when it's got 9 for $99.
And don't forget the new double cheeseburger.
Introducing a great value from Wendy's. 9 big menu items for 99 cents each. Every day.
When it's got 9 for $99.
And finally tonight, a well-meaning Irving man has caused some more controversy for troubled Carter High School in South Dallas. Businessman Charles Cross had offered the use of his BMW car to any Carter student who did his homework, attended class, and stayed out of trouble. He was also offering cash incentives to boot. His plan was to pick the lucky student at a weekly drawing. The DISD said thanks, but no thanks. Superintendent Marvin Edwards says he doesn't want to discourage any effort to motivate students to get better grades, but he says a car and cash is not the way to do it. And that's our news for this Saturday night. Thanks for staying up late with us tonight. Please stay tuned now for a special edition of Scott Murray's Sports Extra with highlights and interviews from the Cowboys, the Mustangs, and the Texas Rangers. Now for the entire Channel 5 News team. So long, everybody.
You've been watching Channel 5 News, the Weekend Report. Once again recognized by both the Associated Press and the United Press International for having the best newscast in Texas.
Mary Brody won't feel the tiny lump in her breast for another 2 years. But she'll discover it tomorrow after her first mammogram, thanks in part to a new X-ray film created by DuPont that makes it safer to start mammography early. And for Mary, early detection means a 2-year head start on the rest of her life. At DuPont, we make the things that make a difference.
The game of football seems simple on the field, but off the field, the business of football isn't. Because players depend on trainers. Trainers depend on assistant coaches. Assistant coaches depend on the head coach. The head coach depends on the front office. All of them depend on communications. And that's why the NFL and its teams depend on GTE. Now, isn't that the kind of support your business should depend on? GTE, the telecommunications consultant to the NFL.
Scott Murray's Sports Extra, Special Edition.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Murray. Welcome to this special edition of Sports Extra. Tonight, we come to you live from Texas Stadium, where tonight the Cowboys wrap up their preseason for the 1989 campaign with a 30-28 win over the Houston Oilers. And the star of the game, to my right, Roger Ruzek, got a chance to, a little reprieve of sorts. You missed the 29-yard chip early in the game, and you come back and make a 55-yarder. That was a dandy.
Well, Scott, it was a team victory. And all this praise is great. You know, it really is. And I haven't handled it very well because I'm still kind of shaking in my boots because I didn't even get to see the thing cross the uprights. But I got to thank the offense for that, you know, for the opportunity once again.
Did you really think you had a chance? I mean, that's a long shot for you.
We were hitting pretty good from there in pregame warm-ups. I was saying we were hitting the ball well, all pregame warm-ups, and you know, we faltered on a couple, but you know, that's what you have to iron out in preseason, and we'll be ready to go against when it's real.
What do you think of this team? You know, you went to Thousand Oaks about 5-6 weeks ago. Now you come out of preseason with a 3-1 record. It doesn't mean much in preseason, but there's a lot of intensity, a lot of excitement in that stadium tonight.
Well, true, and you know, it reflects back to what Jimmy Johnson has done for us since way back when he first came in here. You know, he says that he's changed a lot of things, and a lot of players have responded to him well. And this victory here tonight was pretty much, you know, a little long for the morale of the team, but for the fans that came out here today, you know, they showed tremendous support coming out, and hasn't been a sellout here since I don't remember what he said, 82 or whatever have you. So it was a great victory and a great boost for the morale of this team, and hopefully we can carry this on over to when we play New Orleans next week.
Well, as a result of your 55-yard field goal with 4 seconds left, a 30-28 win for the Cowboys over the Oilers. I'll let you hold up this Governor's Cup and show us our Governor's Trophy. This is what it's all about. And Roger Ruzek, who got the winning field goal tonight here at Texas Stadium, loving it. Good luck a week from tomorrow in New Orleans as you kick off a brand new season.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks
all right, thank you much, Roger Ruzek. Of course, the Cowboys, a big game here at Texas Stadium tonight, a winner by 2 over the Oilers. But there was yet another football game across town. Ownby Stadium for the first time in some 41 years. And that's where the SMU Mustangs, after a 2-year absence from the Southwest Conference, took on the Rice Owls. And that is where tonight we find Al Wallace of our staff standing by with yet another one of our live units. Al?
I'll tell you what, Scott, I'm sure the SMU Mustangs could have used Roger Ruzek tonight. They did pretty good in the kicking game, but the overall score was not in the favor of the Ponies. Taking on the Rice Owls, as you said, SMU hasn't played here in 41 years. They haven't even played football for the last 3 years because of that NC2A death penalty. Of course, we do have highlights of tonight's game, so let's get straight to them, and we'll pick it up very early, before the kickoff, in fact. SMU coach Forrest Griggs suiting up 99 players tonight, and 83 of them were freshmen. 4 started in the secondary, 1 at quarterback, and 1 made his presence felt in the game's opening play, the opening kickoff. Russell Anderson's kick is fielded by Trevor Cobb. Cobb coughs it up, and Kerry Brabham, the freshman, recovers. SMU in business on the Rice 16. The Ponies only go 11 yards, but they do get the 23-yard field goal here from Anderson to take a 3-0 lead. The rest of the game was all Rice, and mainly quarterback Donald Hollis. Hollis rushes for 2 touchdowns in the first half. First from 34 yards out right here as he finds the end zone with the escort. That capped a 7-play, 77-yard drive. Then from 11 yards out, this puts the final touches on a 7-play, 45-yard drive. 14-3 Rice early in the second, soon to be 21-3. Hollis this time goes up top. Eric Henley hauls it in, and the Owls lead it by 18, 28-3. That was the halftime score. SMU found the scoreboard again late in the third. The freshman Mike Romo at quarterback to another freshman, Corey Beard. We told you about that guy earlier in the week. Rice scored another touchdown as Matt Lemanek gets this field goal, and it's a 35-6 SMU losing final. Of course, there aren't many players on this SMU team that were suiting up 3 years ago in 1986 when the death penalty came along. One of them was the gentleman standing with me now, Mitch Gleaver. Mitch, 3 receptions, 80-some-odd yards. Butterflies tonight, even though you did lose?
I'll have to say, yeah, we did come out and play a little bit nervous at the beginning. It just took us a while to get to see what it was like to play in a real game. We've played against ourselves for so long, but it was nice to finally get to play against some competition.
What's going through your mind as you take the field today? This place was almost electricity.
It was very electric, and fans were great all the way, and by the opening kickoff you could tell it was going to be a great night as far as the fans go. And you know, we just couldn't put together a lot of good plays. We didn't execute as well as we should have, and next time we'll come out and play better.
What did the coach say to you after the game for us, Greg?
Take one game at a time. Next game we're looking at Connecticut 2 weeks from now. We're not looking down the road at any of those other teams that we got on our schedule. It's just one game at a time, and next time we'll get better.
I know it's been a long night for you. We do appreciate you stopping by. Good luck in 2 weeks.
Thank you, no problem.
Mitch Gleaver, the SMU wide receiver. Scott will be back later on in the broadcast, and we'll have some comments from Forrest Gregg, who has just concluded a press conference. We'll see you then.
All right, Al, thank you much, and we bring you back live to Texas Stadium, standing by now with number 34, Herschel Walker. Well, you started out like a cloud of dust tonight. You guys really tore it off and then kind of tailed off and then come back with a big win at the end. Really exciting ball game.
Well, it built character. You know, we really didn't want to tail off at all. We wanted to try to keep going, and you know, it's going to happen sometime, but it's going to show a lot of character, not to give up hope, not to give up faith, and continue to go out there and play hard.
I hate to use the word intensity. We've used it so much this year, but I can't think of a better word to describe this team as they come out of the preseason.
Well, there's no doubt. There's a lot of intensity here. You know, this is a young team. A lot of guys trying to make the ball club, and there's a lot of guys that want to redeem themselves from last year. So you're mixing all these guys in a melting pot, and you're coming up with a lot of guys that want to play football.
What do you think about this team right now compared to when you went to Thousand Oaks back the end of July? Now as the 1st of September rolls around, you've got a 3-1 record in preseason behind you, and the season opener coming up a week from tomorrow.
Well, I think this ball club here, we can be as good as we want to be. You know, one thing we got to remember that we're just as good as anyone else that's out on the football field. Just because we're young, we're a new organization, doesn't make us any less than anyone else that goes out on the football field. At this level here, you're all equal, and what counts is when you get out there and beat people.
Good luck in '89, Herschel.
Thank you.
All right, thank you much. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. The Cowboys a winner over the Houston Oilers. This is the annual Governor's Cup game here at Texas Stadium tonight. 30-28 the final. First quarter, Roger Ruzek acting in the first of his 2 first-quarter field goals. That one from 35 yards away, and the Cowboys led early 3-0. Still first quarter, Cowboys leading 6-0 as you look on. Troy Aikman, who started the ball game, he'll be the starting quarterback this year, to Kelvin Martin, first and goal at the 1. 2 plays later, Herschel Walker plunges in from 1 yard out, and Dallas led 13-0. Oilers finally scored in the second quarter of play. Warren Moon to Leonard Harris, and how about this dandy? Half the length of the field here at Texas Stadium. That set up the Oilers' only first half score. It was 13-7 Dallas. Cowboys closed out the scoring prior to the intermission. Aikman to Walker. 20-7 Dallas at the half. Now in the second half, the Oilers cut the lead to 20-14. Lorenzo White, 3 yards out. Touchdown, Oilers. And then with 9:02 left in the ball game, this in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 2 inside the 10. Moon on the keeper, in for the score. Extra point gave the Oilers their first lead of the night at 21-20. But how about this? Cowboys coming right back. Aikman to Kelvin Martin. That set up the go-ahead score. Rookie Darrell Johnston out of Syracuse. Cowboys led 27-21. But with less than a minute to go, Oilers would answer again. Moon again on the keeper, up the middle. Extra point gave Houston a 28-27 lead. It looked like that would be the ball game. But with 4 seconds left, Roger Ruzek, who had missed the 29-yard field goal earlier in the ball game, got the game winner from 59 yards, check it, 55 yards out, and as a result, the Cowboys beat the Oilers by a score of 30-28. When we come back tonight, we will take a look at some of the other sports on this busy Saturday. The Rangers, some of the pennant racers in Major League Baseball, the Aggies in Oklahoma also involved in action today. We'll have more on that when we return with Sports Extra.
Honey, bring me a Diet Pepsi, please.
Sorry, honey. There's none left.
More people are moving to Diet Pepsi, the right one.
Win instantly with the Texas Twist Off and listen to Y95 for more ways to win from Pepsi, today's Texas taste.
Always, life has little ups and downs. Always, the world keeps spinning round. Some things never change. Some things are always.
Kids are always up to something. And Walmart will always have the low price on overall good looks from Liberty. Walmart, always the low price on the brands you trust. Always.
When I was in college, I lived over a bakery. I could have majored in sourdough bread. I'd open the window, that smell would come wafting in, and I'd be a goner. Now, Jack in the Box has taken a burger and put it on golden grilled sourdough bread. Time for a little homework.
Sourdough makes it. The new grilled sourdough burger at Jack in the Box. For exciting new taste, this is the place.
I love this subject.
Welcome back to Texas Stadium. Cowboys defeat the Houston Oilers 30-28. Moments ago here at Texas Stadium, win the Governor's Cup for 1989 and finish the preseason with a 3-1 record. They get ready to open up a brand new season on the road 1 week from tomorrow. The Superdome in New Orleans as the Cowboys take on the Saints. Of course, their home opener coming up 3 weeks' time, the third week of the season. The Washington Redskins will be in town. More on that of the weeks ahead. Right now, let's go back to our studios and check in with Tim Matthews for a look at some of the other sports news on this busy Saturday. Tim?
Okay, Scott, thank you very much. We'll be going back out to you momentarily. Well, there were other preseason games going on around the NFL. The most exciting, the Bears and Raiders. They had a shootout this afternoon in Los Angeles. This one, not a defensive struggle as you would expect when the Bears are involved. Bears went up 20-0 in the first quarter as Mike Tomczak hits Wendell Davis for one of his 3 touchdowns. Raiders come back, though. Jay Schrader going to Willie Gault, 68 yards for the touchdown, and the Raiders pulled to within 20-7. But now in the third quarter, Jim Harbaugh at quarterback for Chicago goes to Davis again for the touchdown. On the day, Davis 3 touchdowns and Harbaugh 3 touchdown passes. And the Bears outlasted the Raiders 41-38. Well, in a night of first, another one took place down in College Station where R.C. Slocum began his career as the Aggies' new head football coach. And it was a little bit hot down in College Station, and things heated up on the opening kickoff for the Aggies. This is Larry Horton hauling the ball in, virtually going untouched, 92 yards for the touchdown, and Slocum and the Aggies were on top to a cool 7-0 lead. Now we move to the third quarter. It is 7-3 A&M on top. Darren Lewis out of Carter takes the pitch out, throws to tight end Mike Jones on the flea flicker, who's open for the touchdown. That makes it 14-3, and the Aggies go on to upset the number 7 LSU Tigers, 28-16 the final. Now another first. Gary Gibbs' first game as head coach at Oklahoma, taking on New Mexico State. All OU. Leon Perry scores here to make it 31-0. They led 38-0 at the half. Then in the third, Ike Lewis goes 43 yards for another Sooner touchdown. Oklahoma rushes for over 500 yards on the day, and Gibbs and the Sooners kick off the season with a 73-7 victory over New Mexico State.
Well, I'm very happy for the victory. I'm very happy for this football team walking down the ramp onto the field prior to kickoff and seeing the 75,000 Sooner fans in the stadium and hearing their applause and their support, not only for me, but for this football team, was very gratifying, something I'll never forget.
You know, everybody had a great attitude. Everybody got to play today. You know, we went out there and did what we wanted to do. You know, before we left out, that was our team goal, to go out there and play a good game, and that's what we did.
And one other top 10 game this afternoon, number 6 Florida State against Southern Mississippi. That is Southern Mississippi's quarterback Brett Favre going to Anthony Harris for what turned out to be the winning touchdown with 25 seconds to play as Southern Miss pulls off the upset, beating Florida State 30-26. One other game involving a Southwest Conference team also happens to be a top 25 team in the AP poll. It's number 21 Houston in the third quarter all over UNLV, 66-0. Well, Nolan Ryan tried to stop the Rangers' 3-game losing streak tonight as Texas played the Royals out at Arlington Stadium, and Ryan and the Rangers looked pretty sharp this evening. It was a good game in the third inning when Gino Petralli singles to center to bring Ruben Sierra home for a 3-2 Texas lead. But in the past, we've seen them lose a lead, but not tonight. Sierra makes sure of it here in the fifth ripping his 24th home run to right field to make it 6-3. Ryan strikes out 11 Royals on the night, and Texas wins the 15th game of the year for Nolan. The final tonight was 6-3. Well, Oakland went with 18-game winner Dave Stewart tonight against the Brewers in Milwaukee. Stewart and the A's continue to lead the AL West, and they did it again tonight. Top of the first, Jose Canseco belts the 2-run shot to straightaway center, and Oakland had a quick 2-0 lead, but they weren't finished in the top of the first. Mark McGuire comes up and gets the 2-run shot of his own to left field. It was already 4-0, and Stewart easily wins his 19th game as Oakland beat the Brewers 7-2. Also in the American League, Boston over Seattle. Toronto lost to Minnesota 4-2 and dropped into a tie for first place. Detroit over Cleveland. Baltimore beat Chicago by the final of 2-1. So the Orioles are now tied with the Blue Jays for first in the East, and New York over California by the scores also of 2-1. Astros against the Cardinals tonight. Bottom of the second inning here. Terry Pendleton hits a solo shot that just bends inside the foul pole. That makes it 2-1 St. Louis over the Astros. Then Bill Dorn will throw away the double play ball here. It goes all the way into the dugout. That makes it 3-1 Cardinals, and things fell apart for Houston as St. Louis won it going away 13-5. Astros now trail the Giants by 5 full games. That is because earlier this afternoon it was San Francisco over the Mets 6-2. Pittsburgh lost to Cincinnati by that same score. Chicago over the Braves 10-3. In a final, Los Angeles just came in with a victory over Montreal 4-3, and San Diego over the Phillies by 1. Yvonne Lendl and Steffi Graf continued to march towards the U.S. Open Finals this afternoon in Flushing Meadow, both playing third-round matches, and this is match point for Lendl as he easily defeats the unseeded Jim Courier by the scores of 6-1, 6-2, and 6-3. So Lendl advances to the round of 16, as does Steffi, who needed only 38 minutes to eliminate Terry Phelps 6-1 and 6-1. As we've told you, the Cowboys beat the Orioles tonight 30-28 before an exciting sellout crowd at Texas Stadium. The excitement hasn't even yet died down, so let's go back now live to the stadium and Scott Murray. Scott?
Let me tell you, Tim, over 60,000 strong on hand, and each and every one of them stuck around to the final gun went off. But I don't know if there's anybody more excited than this fellow right here, the owner, Jerry Jones. It's almost like winning a Super Bowl tonight. Well, you got to keep it all in perspective. But, boy, I tell you, some excited people out there.
Well, it was exciting even before we kicked the field goal. There were everyone still in their seats. We'd all been up. We'd all been down. You saw it on television. And then to step out there and win the ball game, it was exciting. It is not the Super Bowl, but we don't know that. And our guys played so hard. I want our fans to know that being in those stands, and the cheering and the noise and the sound that was going on, those players heard that. That made a big difference. And I dare anybody to say it didn't make 3 points worth of difference or 2 points.
I'm sure you've gone through a lot of highs in your life, having done so many things, but this has got to rank right up there with, well, some of the best of all time.
Yes, it does. Everything is new. For the last 7 months, I've had so many highs. Our fans were so excited and so positive in the stands tonight. They deserve this kind of thing. I didn't see anything but smiles. There were a lot of fun going on out here tonight. The music made it fun, but what really happened, that competition on that football field, we beat a good football team tonight.
First preseason winning season for the Cowboys since 1985. It's all been fun. Training camp, the preseason, it all takes place in, for real, so to speak, a week from tomorrow in New Orleans.
Scott, you know, you lose a little something. A loser goes in your brain when you lose. When you win, winning goes in your brain. You know, we might be surprised. This bunch of ragnots might think they can win football games in the NFL. They're thinking winning. Don't tell that coaching staff in there they're not going to get there.
Good luck in 1989. Appreciate you stopping by. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, a winner over the Houston Oilers tonight by a score of 30-28. As we said, there was another big game across town. That at Ownby Stadium. Let's go back to Al Wallace for said final thoughts. Al?
Final thoughts. Well, to sum up the night, Scott, I think it's very evident that SMU football is back, but how far have they come in these past 3 years? On the field, it's really hard to say right now. The final score here tonight at Ownby Stadium, 35 for Rice, SMU 6. They only got 2 field goals, but as we said, SMU football is back. This is the scene about 30 minutes ago, right after the game. The players met with the band, a semi-pep rally setting. Pitchers really speaking for themselves. Right after this, Forrest Gregg in the locker room at a press conference with these comments.
I'm looking at this thing and trying to be as realistic as I possibly can, and trying to analyze what went on in the football game. And sometimes when you're in the heat of the battle, it's hard to do. But I think the thing that was obvious to me was that things were speeded up for us a little bit in this game. And what I mean by that, during this fall, because of our numbers and because of, particularly on defense, we were not able to scrimmage nearly as much as I would have liked to have scrimmaged.
Forrest Gregg, the head coach at SMU, I'm reminded of a couple of days ago talking to Doug Single. Of course, the SMU Mustangs have been on NCAA probation and the death penalty for the last couple of years, but judging by the way they played tonight, and no pun intended, the death penalty may just be beginning. They play Texas here in 3 years and in 3 weeks, and they also play teams like Notre Dame and Texas A&M. Connecticut coming up in a couple of weeks, a Division II school, but it may be a long season for the Ponies. Rice wins tonight by 29 points. I think these guys are very happy to be on the field, win or lose. Scott, let's go back to you live at Texas Stadium.
All right, Al, thank you much. Coming up tomorrow in our regular edition of Sports Extra at 10:20, we'll be coming to you live from Southern Palace, Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington, site of the 1989 edition of the MDA Muscular Dystrophy Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon. More on that, of course, tomorrow, and we'll be with you live at 10:20 from Six Flags Over Texas. We'll take a look at Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Jones. We had our camera crews with them throughout tonight's ball game. A little look behind the scenes at the new owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, the big story, the matter at hand for Coach Jimmy Johnson and his staff, whittle down that Cowboys roster from 60 as they come into tonight's ball game here at the stadium to 47 by Monday. A look at the final roster, who's on the bubble, who might make it, who might not. That coming up tomorrow night at 10:20 here on Sports Extra. So until then, from all of us to all of you, our thanks for your time tonight. Until tomorrow, and of course next Sunday at 10:20 for Sports Extra, I'm Scott Murray. Good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Welcome to the first home game of the 1989 Dallas Cowboys. Tonight, the Cowboys tangle with the Houston Oilers for the Texas Governor's Trophy. That's from sideline number 57 of North Carolina, Ron Burton, and at the quarterback, number 80 from UCLA, and Coach Jimmy Johnson and the rest of the Dallas Cowboys squad.
This has been Scott Murray's Sports Extra Special Edition. Join us again for Sports Extra tomorrow night at 10:20, right here on Channel 5.